Hello, let me see. We're back. We are back. Mm, 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 mm. I'm about to share this because it's Friday for some of you, but I wanted to go live, so here we are. Look at me sharing it out all slow because we're back. I'm so happy to be back. Listen, Mama B sent me some things. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. She sent me an entire collection. We are live. How do I do that? We are live. Okay. So hey. Hey Couture Bays. It's your girl Britt Brack going live with the Bree Talk and Big Squad. We gotta talk. We have to talk. Hey Mary. So listen, I did a video the other day saying thank you Big Squad because them prayers was heard, honey. And we needed them. We needed them. But first things first, let me sip this good vegan water. Because we got to talk about the girls. So please come in like in the video. We have not been live in a really long time. We're going to be talking about Candace Owens. We're going to be talking about Wintour is out. And of course, we got to talk about B. Simone, baby. The girls is dragging B. Simone. But first things first, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my fake vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? So, how you can like this video is by double tapping the screen or hitting those three dots right there. Pow, pow, pow. How you can engage with this video is by hitting those three dots right there. Pow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Subscribe if you like the vibe. We are building. So just a transparent moment. I'm out in Asia. As y'all already know, in Asia, there was a lot going on from China, Iran, Israel. It was getting exceptionally real. And of course, America. And because I'm out here, I feel like those of us who are in Asia right now, who are American citizens, we were caught in the crosshairs. Baby, the girls were fighting. And if you know, you know. All I say is this, thank God for the prayers. I'm truly happy that everybody reached out, from Gigi, from Mama Bae, from AT2, like Naughty Lip. Everybody was reaching out. So thank you for that. I am appreciative of that. And it feels good to know that I'm just not somebody I'll just sit here and look at. I am involved with y'all. Y'all consider me somebody like a family member, a loved one, and I'm appreciative. That love is like, may the love be plentiful. And I'm just so thankful. I'm truly thankful and I'm grateful for that. So I wanted to let that be known. Okay? Okay. Hey y'all, hey, come on in, come on in, come on in. Have a great day. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. Yes. How are y'all? So that being said, let's get into these topics. So we're gonna be talking about our favorite girl, Candy Girl. Then we're gonna go into B. Simone, and then we're gonna end it with Wintour because I have my thoughts on that. So I'm gonna bring it up. So as y'all are coming in, make sure you like this video, subscribe, share this out. Okay. Let's get to it. Let me make sure the tablet is up. Okay, let me see, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? So y'all know that Candace Owens went on Piers Morgan. All the girls like to go on Piers Morgan to have a kiki and not but I want to play this for you. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Are you done with Donald Trump, or could you see a way that you would end up perhaps voting for him? I mean, he can't run again, obviously, but would you support him publicly again?
So I want to be clear. I don't regret voting for Donald Trump above Kamala. I think he was the better candidate, certainly a better candidate above Joe Biden. But what I will say is that he's been a chronic disappointment, and I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen, and it is happening. But I just think that the picture of politics in America is going to look very differently because of his actions. So I don't know where we go from here. I really don't. But this is not the candidate that I voted for.
Are you done with Donald Trump, or could you see a way that you would end up perhaps voting for him?
So it's a lot of them
Donald Trump, or could you see a way that
saying this thing, and I feel like this. Candace Owens is a political pawn. She's gonna say whatever to get her views up. She, in my opinion, does not believe half the things she talks about. I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100, because if she did, her vocalizing these points and these talking points and these stances now mean nothing. Like, if she looked at the cabinet leaders, y'all remember when Donald Trump first got elected in, she almost threw a tissy fit because she did not get a position. So I don't know why she's acting shocked, surprised, or feeling maligned, but it has been real. I mean, let's get into what our beloved president did, and people thought it was AI. It was not AI.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that? I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Listen, y'all heard that? This is getting crazy. And a lot of the Republicans are feeling some type of way, especially now that, I don't want to mess his name up, the new elect in New York, Wadini, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong, because my coworker, she was like, yes, that's who we voted for. She said Como had to bow out, and I said, oh Lord, baby, the girlies are just having to eat the words. At the end of the day, I don't care who you voted for, but this was a mess. Like, the girls are scrambling. Let's get into another clip.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population. At all? No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple? How many people live in Iran? 92 million. Okay. Yeah, how could you not know that? I don't sit around memorizing population tables. Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government. Why is it relevant whether it's, it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant? Because if you don't know anything about the country... I didn't say I don't know anything about the country. What's the ethnic mix of Iran? They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, it's not even... You don't know anything about Iran. So, okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran. You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government. You're the one who don't know anything about the country. No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the one who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad. They're trying to murder Trump? Yes, I do. Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that... We're carrying out military strikes today. You said Israel was. Right, with our help. I've said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them. Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity. No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them. You just said we were. We are supporting Israel. High stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is we're with Iran right now, people are listening. Okay.
Listen, I don't know what got into Tucker Carlson's coffee, but a broken clock is at least right twice a day. I feel like this. I believe that a lot of the Republican Party, there's a lot of infighting, and I love this for them, but that doesn't leave the Democrats off the hook. The Democrats need to use all this messaging to fulfill their political endeavors, okay? Because at this point, it is what it is. Please like this video. Tucker was definitely cooking Oh boy, how are you a senator saying these things? That's why I said, you know, a lot of it is just baseless. It's just regurgitation of what someone else said. There's no real investigation. There's no real research. And that's why I always tell y'all, I don't tell y'all who to vote for. Vote in your best interest where you live, because you have to deal with all those laws, with all those requirements. And I think a lot of people get that twisted. So seeing the girlies get chewed up, seeing the girlies out here like, I'm disappointed in Donald Trump, nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear that. The effects are taking place right now. The farmers are really out here losing their minds. They literally just implemented any undocumented workers, workers, the business will be fined up to $1,000 a day. Baby, it's getting real. So I feel bad for y'all in America. I know y'all was praying for me, but as y'all are praying for me, I am praying for y'all, because I heard a lot has happened. They out here fighting and whatnot. It's crazy. It's crazy, especially when the girls are calling ICE on each other. You can't make this up. But moving right along, let's get into B. Simone. Let's get into Miss Good Christian B. Simone. So I went and watched the entire interview. And I must say, B. Simone has a monitoring spirit. She's one of those people, you know, as long as she's doing good, that's all she cares about. She doesn't like the fact that she cannot create and say she had involvement in your creation. She's one of those friends you gotta look at from a distance. Hey y'all, hey, what's going on? Shout out to all the mods. Yes, mods, yes. Please like this video. Let's share this video. Let's get it up. We're back. So B. Simone to me is a weirdo. The fact that all of her former friends are coming out to speaks volumes. The fact that people who she called her bestie are literally alluding to her. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I knew she was fake from the start. I knew when she tried to come from Danny Lane, Miss Yellowbone, a lot of people was on B. Simone's side, but Danny Lane literally woke it up. She told us what type of person and time B. Simone was on. Also, Megan, remember her and Megan had a whole pod together. Megan literally said God told her that B. Simone was not her friend because she had a monitoring spirit. And in the midst of that, when Megan was becoming more popular, when people were turning to her, B. Simone was very jealous. She was jealous of her relationship that Megan had with God. She was jealous of how steadfast she was in her faith. She was jealous. Like seeing that interview she did with this new round of This Is My Bestie, who was saying she was broke and how she overcame going through all these hardships till she started winning. B. Simone said some very alarming things in there. She was like, dang, I wish I would have been a part of that. I was jealous. And I'm like, I said it in my previous video, and I'm gonna keep saying it. B. Simone is nobody's friend. Until she learns to go heal, she can't be anybody's friend. Hey, Lady Mahogany. Hey, y'all. Hey, the Juice Talk Radio. What is going on? Mama Bae, what is going on? Hey. Hello. Shout out to all the international and domestic bays. Just that in itself told me everything I need to know. It's so unfortunate because I do feel like B. Simone is a beautiful girl, but she's using Christianity as a grift. That's why she is failing. I mean, she used her friend's death as a tool to get monetization. I didn't like her then. I don't like her now. Even though I've never met her, I know people like her. She's a weirdo to me. And because of that, I'm like, no. So here we have one of the former friends who used to be around B. Simone all the time. They would go get money together. She has come out. From Letitia, who's a fitness girly. She said something to Pretty V. Let's get into it.
The word of the day is, so what? So what if they don't like you? So what if they hating on you? So what if they mad at you? So what if you ain't got no friends no more? So what if you're gifted and your friend is gifter? So what if you didn't get the audition that your friend did? Be happy. So what if you're lying down with the man who said he loved you and tomorrow he's cheating on you? You decided to stay there. So what? So what? So what? We gotta stop looking at the, oh, why am I in this place? And, you know, what's happening to me and how, why people don't like and care. So what? That was your choice. You need to move on. You need to ask God for strength in this season and peace and the capacity to do his will and his way. So what? That you're broke. Go get you a job. So what that you got money? Ask God to maintain that because there are seasons where you're up and you're down. You're here and you high and you low. So what?
Ooh.
If you got some haters. So what? That you're creative. So what? That you're mad. So what? That you're happy. We gotta stop caring about the noise that continues to target you. You just got to be you and do you and walk into your destiny and walk into your purpose. And whatever good that's out there will be a magnet to you. But so what if you fly? So what? So what? That's the word of the day today is so what? Get out your head and continue to be who God called you to be. Because I'm going to be who God called me to be.
Listen, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Honestly, I feel like that was a direct shot at B. Simone because B. Simone was talking about she can't even shop at Bloomingdale's. She has to shop at Zara. No, H&M. And I'm just like, girl, my issue with B. Simone will continue to be she's so unrelatable. She just is not being herself. I said that from the start when she used to be like, will you be my boyfriend? And it's not because she was loud. It was simply because she just did not seem real. That did not seem authentic to who she is. And I've never met her. Then you have another friend. Here's Letitia.
Y'all help me understand, why is it the one that creates all the damage is the one that plays the biggest victim? What do we call those people? What is that?
What brings you in, Travis?
One more time.
Y'all help me understand, why is it the one that creates all the damage is the one that plays the biggest victim? What do we call those people? What is that?
What brings you in, Travis?
Listen, shout out to Tasha K for that. Exactly. What do you call that? I call that fools. I call that fools. Hey, Auntie Gang, how's it going? Not Auntie Gang said, needs Diddy charges for drop. The Queen has spoken. You said it. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to have to look into that. Were they dropped or were they not charging him with certain stuff? They were dropped? Let me look into that.
This decision, and thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation. This was, in fact, it was the same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil War. It was meant for the babies of slaves, and it's so clean and so obvious. But this lets us go there and finally win that case because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship, and it wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves. So thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with these numerous policies, and those that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis, including birthright citizenship, ending sanctuary city funding, suspending refugee resettlement, freezing unnecessary funding, stopping federal taxpayers from paying for transgender surgeries, and numerous other priorities of the American people. We have so many of them. I have a whole list. I'm not going to bore you, and I'm going to have Pam get up and say a few words, but there's really, she can talk as long as she wants because this is a very important decision. This is a decision that covers a tremendous amount of territory. But I want to just thank again the Supreme Court for this ruling. It's a giant. It's a giant. And they should be very proud. And our country should be very proud of the Supreme Court today.
Oh, y'all heard that? Trump is excited. Hey, there you have it. Let me get into the, where is it? Let me find Anna Wintour. Now, let's get into the fashion girlies because I have a feeling, I have a few thoughts about Anna Wintour stepping down. People thought she would never step down, and she stepped down. She's 75 years old. She's 75 years old. Okay. Thank y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, AT. What's going on? Shout out to the Bay Squad. All right. So it says Anna Wintour's legacy and who might replace her as the Vogue editor. Okay. So it says Anna Wintour has just set off her first edition of U.S. Vogue in October of 1988 when the magazine received a phone call from the printers. They had seen the issue's front cover and had a question. Has there been a mistake? The cover, Dame Anna's first as editor-in-chief, featured a lesser-known model, Michaela Bruku, smiling at the camera in a stylish Christian Lacroix couture jacket. But two things were notably different from unusual. The model was standing outside in the street wearing a pair of jeans. The printer half assumed there had been some kind of error. I couldn't blame them. It was also unlike the studied and elegant close-ups that were typical of Vogue's cover back then, with tons of makeup and major jewelry. This one broke all the rules. The jeans had in fact been a last-minute addition after the skirt, which Bruku was supposed to wear, didn't fit properly. But the intended message was clear. The cover star was a regular, everyday girl, and this was a new era of Vogue. So this was the right. So they're talking about her legacy. Anna Wintour steps down. Okay, that was breaking news. So she's stepping down, but will retain control of the storied magazine. After nearly 4 decades as the editor-in-chief of American Vogue, Anna Wintour is stepping down and seeking a replacement. Wintour broke the news to staffers on Thursday. Although she'll exit the U.S. edition's top role, she's not leaving the Condé Nast or Vogue altogether, but scaling back her duties. She'll remain on Vogue's global editorial director, as well as Condé Nast global chief content officer, according to Vogue. Baby, they want her out. Let's continue to read. The new role replacing her atop of the storied American fashion magazine will be titled Head of Editor Content. As Vogue's editor-in-chief, she reinvented the publication, transforming an increasingly unadventurous title into a powerhouse that could set and destroy both trends and designers. My thing is this, and this is Anna. My thing is, when she decided, these are my thoughts. I think she's stepping down because they said either you bow down or we will force you out. It reminds me of The Devil Wears Prada. I truly believe that was about her, because if you remember that intern who wrote and worked for Anna Wintour, a lot of people felt like The Devil Wears Prada was about her. No, the Met Gala is going to continue to go on. My thing is this, what she did to La Roche. Because if y'all don't understand, they were setting him up to be the next creme de la creme. Because he will never be Mr. You already know. Y'all, but he can't fill them shoes. He can only be himself. So when she had that model wear the exact same outfit as our beloved darling, who's been the top 5 of the Met Galas, who's about to be getting married, that played a part. I truly feel that way. I truly feel when she played in La Roach's face, La Roach was asked to come on board, and what he probably said no because she played in my face. They want La Roach. La Roach know how to dress a girl. Now, do I agree with all of his things? No, I do not. But he's not an Andre Leon Talley, but he is La Roach, and the girls like him. They make them fashion forward. So the fact that his muse was wearing the exact same outfit and did not get best dressed, baby, they said, come here, have a seat. You're out. You're out. Especially after all that money they raised. So I feel like Anna Wintour is being forced out, honey. She's being forced out, and I think a lot of it has to do with La Roach. Those are just my thoughts. I don't have the evidence to prove it yet. I don't have the evidence to prove it yet. But yeah, it's given that. Ooh, hey, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Look, thank you, Naughty. I love it. I love the donation. I think it has everything to do with how she played in La Roach's face. I truly believe that. Because y'all remember La Roach was gagged at the Met Gala when he said he had that clip went viral. Everybody saw it. At Met Gala. He was so pissed. And here it is. It says La Roach, Zendaya's stylist, had a noticeable reaction when he saw actress Anna Swahi wearing a nearly identical white suit and hat as Zendaya. Baby, them people didn't forget that. That reaction went viral. Let me see if I can pull it up.
You will see it on the carpet right now. There's a look very similar to Zendaya's that walked already.
I dressed 6 people tonight.
Wow. The fact that you were even standing.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
He said, no, look.
You will see it on the carpet right now. There's a look very similar to Zendaya's that walked already.
I dressed 6 people tonight.
And I think the people who, the powers that be, did not feel that. That was she tried to put him in his place. And baby, he probably went to them Vogue people and said, I'm not coming on board. I did all this work. And this is how you repay me? Baby, Anna was told to get out the way. I wonder who they're going to bring in as the new editor. Because let's be very clear. All the other Vogues have been killing Americans Vogue. But those are just my thoughts. What are y'all thoughts on this, Way Squad? This is just a quick live that I wanted to do since it's Friday. Happy Friday to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know y'all have to work. I'm very thankful, grateful. We're definitely going to be doing some uploads, so stay tuned for that. What are your thoughts on everything? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.